What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global here, back with another video. And this one, I got something special for you guys. So, not by any means am I saying that this trade is going to happen, but Deshaun Watson will be leaving the Houston Texans, and I stand by that factor. You know, all the rumors that we are hearing, you can't tell me that they're false. You can't tell me that there's nothing wrong going on between Deshaun Watson and Houston. You saw in the last game of the season, J.J. Watt come up to him and just say how star he is, that, they're kind of wasting his talent. And apparently Deshaun Watson is not even returning calls from the Houston Texans, and many believe that he's played his last snap under the franchise. So, you don't want to go with that toxicity. So I don't see Deshaun Watson back, and I think the Patriots are going to be a top 5 team to watch for a potential landing spot for Deshaun Watson. So why not make a mock trade video about a potential trade that the Patriots could make with the Houston Texans so that the Patriots could acquire Deshaun Watson. So for the New England Patriots, of course, they would acquire quarterback Deshaun Watson, and I also have them acquiring a 2021 5th round pick. Now, as for the Texans, they're going to be receiving a boatload, and I think a lot of people's comments are going to be like, whoa, bro, that's a little too much. But let's keep in mind, Deshaun Watson is easily a top 5 quarterback in this league. The Patriots are going to have to give up a good amount to acquire him, especially if they want to outbid other teams, especially teams like Miami, who have much better draft capital and options than the Patriots do. So first up, easily, they're going to have to give up a player. It's not just going to be draft capital. So I'm giving them Stephon Gilmore, right? Some people will say, I don't think they'll want that. Some people will say that's a good pick. But they're one of their top needs. I would probably say their second need is going to be cornerback. I originally thought, well, what if the Patriots franchise tag Joe Thuney and then trade him there? But they don't really need that offensive line help within the interior. Is Joe Thuney a great player and could any team use him? Yes, for sure, but that's not one of their top needs. They do have a big need within the interior of their defensive line, but so do the Patriots, so we can't really help them out there. The Patriots are very likely to move on from Stephon Gilmore. Why not include him in the package to the Houston Texans? You look at their secondary, and who in God's name scares you within that secondary, right? The Houston Texans, they just don't really have any pieces within that secondary, whether that's corner, whether that is safety. They're going to have to do much more than just Stephon Gilmore, but it's a really nice building block because now the Texans would have a true, pure number 1 guy, a veteran who knows what he's doing, can help lead that defense in their rebuild, and can also help mentor these younger guys that the Houston Texans will bring in. Now, Gilmore does only have 1 year left on his contract, but by trading him, not only would they have him for the 2021 season, they would have the rights before any other team to get a long-term deal done with Stephon Gilmore. So, if the Houston Texans did want to make Gilly, the future of the Texans and sign him to a multi-year contract, they could before any other team in the NFL would be able to. And I think that would be a huge addition to their defense. Then you get into the draft capital, and this is where some controversy could come in. Look, obviously for 2021, the Patriots have to give their first round pick up. That's just how it's going to be. 15th overall, that would be going to Houston. There's no way the Patriots can get around that. I would also give them a 2021 second round pick. Now, I was going back and forth with myself and going, could I put a later pick? And maybe you could, but let's keep in mind, we are trying to really entice them to lean towards the New England Patriots in a trade and not other teams. Again, Miami is in a much better standing than the Patriots are to acquire someone like Deshaun Watson when they have, I believe, the 3rd overall pick in the first round. The Patriots will have to step it up in order to entice them 100%. Then in 2022, you give up a 3rd round pick. That's all. And then in 2023, you give up that 1st round pick also. And then you also give up a 5th round pick in 2023. And I don't think that is a bad deal. You get multiple 1st round picks. You also get a 2nd round pick. You get a 3rd round. You get a 5th round. And you get somebody like not Deshaun Watson, you get somebody like Stephon Gilmore who can help come in, be a role model to your defense, and help start rejuvenating that Houston Texans defense that I don't think we've seen for quite a while now. I think J.J. Watt on the defensive line, Stephon Gilmore, in the secondary, that could be a really nice piece and a piece that truly would be a difference maker for Houston. And why would this work for both sides, you might be asking? Well, for the Patriots, you get your quarterback. You get a top 5 quarterback in the league, guaranteed, and you have him locked up for at least the next 4 years. That quarterback position, it's out of the question mark. The Patriots offense gets the immediate upgrade before you even make any other potential roster moves. Now, how does this work for the Houston Texans? Well, obviously, you're going to be moving on from Deshaun Watson. At this point, it's nothing that you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. Literally, he wants out, and you have to give him out. You start your rebuild. You get, 5 draft picks, good draft picks at that. You start your rebuild, and you get a Pro Bowl talent at corner, which you have not had in years. Pick some guys up in free agency, pick some guys up in the draft to help within that secondary, have Stephon Gilmore help mentor them, and your secondary takes a huge leap forward. I think we also should keep in mind that the Patriots and the Texans are very familiar with each other now. They are very connected due to the coaching staff that the Houston Texans do have. Who's going to be their head coach? We don't know. But their general manager, Nick Caserio, former Patriot, Jack Esterby, former Patriot. There's a lot of former blood that could give the Patriots a bit of a standing above some of these other teams that could potentially try to make a trade for Deshaun Watson. From what we heard, everything was good between the Patriots and Nick Caserio when he left, and that could be a really nice advantage for New England. Real quick, y'all, make sure you guys go check out my boys over at betonline.ag. We're getting ready for some football, y'all. We are in the championship round of the playoffs. We're heading into the Super Bowl. Make your predictions. Go ahead and bet on them over at BetOnline. You guys can also bet on NFL games of the week, college football, and current headlines in sports, poker, blackjack, all of that great stuff, and you can only get it at betonline.ag. Guys, don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Get in with the action, and don't forget to use that promo code CLNS50 to receive a 50% off welcome bonus with your first deposit. Again, that is BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. But guys, that is my mock trade for Deshaun Watson to the New England Patriots. What are your guys' thoughts on what I would give up for him? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. Like always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. In Astro World.